Okay, so listen, I'm trying to catch the last bit of this light for episode 11, because here we are. We knew Hannah and Nick was not gonna make it. We knew what we knew. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, wife coach and self-love advocate. If this is your first time visiting my channel, definitely click the subscribe button, stay a while, put your seatbelt on, because we are in for a ride. We're reviewing Love is Blind, season number 7, episode number 11, The Risk of Falling in Love. The fact of the matter, every time you love someone, no matter who it is, there's always a risk of heartbreak, of disappointment, of change. But why not jump in? I mean, when you're sure. I don't know. As you can see, I'm conflicted because in 10 days, who's in love in 10 days? There are so many nuances to being in love. And so 10 days is always weird to me when I think about it. But nevertheless, it's not me, it's them. And let's just talk about Hannah and Nick now. I'm so glad that they done and over with. I'm so glad. That's just what it boils down to. Hannah was toxic and was going to eat away at him and his spirit and whatever confidence that he had left. She was going to take that from him. So they get back, and the first question she said, what were you and Katie talking about? Jealous much? What are you jealous about? That's your best friend. This is your fiance. Now, I do know that fiancés and best friends be doing shit on the sly, but knowing that you are confident in your relationship would have helped. You're not confident in your relationship because you're not confident in him, and really you got your own insecurity. I did think that his response was weird. You know, I'm a man. What does that mean? Because you gonna do what, cheat? Or that you gonna look? Or you find women beautiful and that she needs to be secure in who she is? What is it? What was that? Somebody help me out. One of the fellas, let me know. I just keep writing down, let Hannah go. Let Hannah go. And is Katie her real life best friend, or is she one of the people that call everybody best friend when they get to know each other? Good question. Also, I have never said this, but I mean about her specifically, just in general, that the fact that you are on this show and aren't in a relationship and can't find someone, we and you, when you finally get to see it, recognize why you are alone. And I tell y'all, if I was on one of these shows, how you would be like, oh, that's why you by yourself, Talisa. That's why right there. And this is why Hannah's by herself. Overcritical, over analytical, requires too much of other people, not really self-aware or doing the work required for her to be in a loving and healthy, successful relationship. If she's constantly nitpicking, what is it that she's hiding? So all of those things are an issue. He asks, if you trust me, do you trust me? Is what he asked her. And she said no, pretty much. Or did she say no? So again, it takes me back to what I just said in the last episode. How are you saying that you love someone and you don't trust them? And I'm not just speaking as it talks relationally and him being able to step out, but you don't trust him that he's going to handle business because he has less life experience than you do. And I mean, he like really is trying. Like he's taking all of her abuse, her emotional abuse to him, and trying to make things work. I wrote down, he needs to quit agreeing with her because she keeps saying, oh, I'm making you a boy into a man, a boy into a man. She really needs to quit thinking about him. I mean, he really needs to quit agreeing with her on that, because I'm a man just in my own right. When they meet her friends, it goes downhill from there. Evidently, she is very much so swayed by what her friends think, more so than her. And I wrote down Hannah's answer to do you want to marry me is always, I want to marry you, but, and we know that but negates everything that you've said previously. But this, but that. That means nothing I said before but means anything but what I'm saying right now. So, but you're immature, but you're you lack social awareness, but you don't have any responsibilities, but So the butt negates I want to marry you. You don't want to marry her. You should let go, because he's not going to let go. And then they keep saying, I don't want to change you. I don't want to change you. She absolutely wants to change him. I just keep writing down, say no. It's only been 2 weeks. You guys have way too many problems for a relationship that's only started 2 weeks ago. Say no now. Don't wait till you get to the altar for both of them, because say no. But he's not going to say no. He's going to try and make things work and appease her and please her and want to make her, you know, just want to make her happy, essentially. So she's going to have to say no before the altar. And this was before we saw that she was saying no, because they went dress shopping. Okay? And she didn't show up for the dress shopping. I guess I should talk about what she did say when everybody was finished dress shopping. Let's finish it off. So we see them in the apartment. They meet to talk, and I wrote down, she really dislikes the fact that he actually has help. She really is upset because he has support at 28, and it's not that the support that she had, that she actually had to be out on the street at 18 trying to figure things out on her own, but he actually has the support of his family that is a safety net. I think that she's really envious of that. I was watching this with my girlfriend that's here. She said that she's resentful. Not only that, but I was saying how jealous, giving her like a synopsis of who they are. And as she sat, she was like, not only is she jealous and resentful, but she's envious of the life that he has, that he's afforded, because he has parents that really give a fuck. And guess what? You could have had parents that really gave a fuck. She brings up the 6 things that she wrote on the paper back in Cabo. The immature, not self-aware, doesn't respect him. I can't think, respect her. I can't think of the other 3 things, but she brings those up and she says none of those things have changed. I wrote down, she's a bitch. But I was really proud of Nick in this moment, that he was sharing with her, you don't see me as an equal. You're very belittling. It's always negative. It's always something. She's never pleased. I was really proud of him in that moment, because he stood up for himself. And honestly, so we get like 21 days. It's just not enough for anyone to make Hannah happy. Hannah's not even happy with herself. So how is she going to be happy with someone else? Happiness comes from inside. Joy comes from inside. Love comes from inside. Kindness comes from inside. And it works its way out and affects everyone around you in that manner. So I'm just like, no ma'am. No ma'am. You should have told her no a long time ago. Let's go to the next couple, and that is, who do I have written down? Garrett and Taylor. So they go to San Diego, and her big issue about the ex from last episode was that he was too friendly in his I don't fuck with you no more ex. He just, I don't know if he was friendly. I think he was just kind, and he was very matter of fact. I wrote down, it's 10 days is quick to really get to know someone. It's not enough to get to know someone. You have to build trust, and I can't love you if I don't trust you. I feel like I've said that this episode and the last episode, and this is probably why. There's no way that you've built trust in 10 days. There's no way. You believe that you can trust him, you believe that he's safe, but there's no way for you to actually know that, hey, he's a safe space. I can trust him with everything that I have. You're taking a risk with that. So he meets the family and everything, and looks like they didn't have any issues. Like, they actually liked him. They went to like dinner and they actually liked him. Then mom visits DC because of course it's almost time for the wedding. They're gonna pick wedding dresses out. And she was just telling her how she told her that like her dad was really worried and concerned about this fast moving relationship, and told him to chill, relax. Like, she's an adult. We did all that we can. We have to let her make their own decisions. And then they went to the art immersion experience and had like a, you know, 2-person dinner or whatever. Super cute. Have you ever been to art immersion experience? So I've been to the Van Gogh experience, and I've also went to one of those in Vegas. I can't think of the name of it. If I remember to do so, I'll put it down below in the comments or in the description or somewhere. You guys will see it. But it's in Vegas, especially if you go to Vegas. It was really a really nice experience. Maybe I can put something here. We'll see. If you see it, great. If you don't. I think my favorite thing that was said at the immersion experience is when Garrett said, the goal of all of this was for me to find you. Not for me to find a wife, but for me to find you. I'll be right back. I gotta change my battery. I'm back. And I need to finish because the sun is going down, but the lighting still really looks good. This natural lighting is doing something for me. So then we see Ashley and Tyler. She wrote down, because she said, you know what, I love him, I'm all in, I want to be with you. That's sweet, that's beautiful. Until she finds out the real deal. Like, the reunion can't come fast enough. I know that we have to see the weddings first on October 23rd, but the reunion can't come fast enough because I want to find out how she felt when she found out that them 3 kids is actually are his children, that he is in fact the daddy. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But she's like, she really had to consider it because in 5 years, what if she becomes responsible? Talking to my friend, she made a really great valid point because I told her about Marissa's mom asking about the prenup, and she said, this is when you need a prenup. This is when you say, hey, so I'm not going to be responsible for children that I did not bear biologically unless we adopt them. Like, something to that effect. That's the clause that should be put in a prenup. And I totally agree with her. What do you guys think? Would that be a good decision? Is anybody sharing that with Ashley? But she decides that she's going to still marry him. And I feel like had he not omitted the 3 children, at least in the respect of him being a sperm donor, if he had not omitted the fact that she may have still said okay, but may have had a lot of questions like, I'm really going to need to see, in order for me to move forward, I'm really going to need to see the agreement that you have. I'm really going to need to have a prenup. I'm really going to need all of these things in order for me to be secure in us moving forward. They go skydiving. And here we go talking about babies again. The man is obsessed with babies. So them 3 babies, he wanted them 3 babies. The man is obsessed, okay? Obsessed. Then we see Ramses and Marissa. And you know, when we get to the end, I want you guys to consider, who do you think is, of these 3 couples that are left, who's going to actually say yes? I wrote down, we have not met his family. Are we going to meet his mom? They talk about it, but are we going to meet his mom? Are we waiting until the actual day of the wedding? Are they coming from Venezuela? Like, where is his family? We haven't even met any of his friends except for at the tuxedo shop. Like, where are they? Where are they? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Where are they? ¿Dónde están? Where are they? Where? ¿Quién? Where? Where are they? Oh my God. Anyway, they go on this hot tub boat kind of ride thing, and Marissa pretty much says that she is going to stay in a marriage and try to make it work for 5 to 7 years. Risk her happiness to be married and to have something work because she does not want to get a divorce. She does not want that to be her fate, like her family. Like, ma'am, I'm not never sacrificing my happiness for the sake of something else. I am my priority, even before my children. And I know that sounds selfish, but even before my children, I need to be happy and fulfilled so that they can see what that looks like and feels what it looks like. Feels what I guess it feels like to have a mother that is happy and is joyous and does know what abounding love is, and it's full of the abundance of good things. Like, because I'm no good to anyone if I am unhappy. So I don't like that. I don't like that she's willing to stick something out to her detriment, to her wellness, because it will definitely drain you and you will feel unhappy. 5 to 7 years is a long ass time to stick something out. You know if it's gonna work out if you guys can find a resolution together in a year. I'm gonna say a year because you got therapy and all the other things that you can try. 5 to 7 years is too many years. I'm all for working things out. And the biggest difference, I think, between the two of them is that this is her first wedding and he's been married again. So he knows the mistakes that he does not want to make. He knows where the direction that he wants to go in. So when she's talking about all this planning stuff, he's not necessarily excited about it because why? He's done all this before. And so I was just like, you have to keep that in mind. And maybe you should have made a list to say, hey, these are the things that I want you to take care of, so that he would have known. And then we see at the end, like they're having an issue. The issue is about divorce, where she's saying she wants to work through it, and he's like, it's a lot. Like, I don't want to be somewhere and be unhappy for 5 to 7 years. And my thought process was, are we automatically thinking that this relationship is going to be doomed? Is this not something that you really want to do, that you're really not vested in? Like, she says, I want to marry you. So we know she's going to say yes. But what is he going to say? Him being a little apprehensive because of how she views marriage may have just thrown a wrench in the plans. I was going to say a thorn in a bush, but rose bushes have lots of thorns. Things be beautiful, but they have lots of thorns. You have to be careful. So they all go wedding and tux, dress it, shopping, whatever, collectively, which is great. And each of them get to bring someone, 1 or 2 people with them. And I don't really have much to say except for Hannah and Nick are not part of this process. We find out, I think we knew already, that Garrett is really not Taylor's type. Like, they were all shocked to see. What do y'all think Taylor's type is? What do you think that she likes? Does she normally like men of Asian descent? Are they like more of an athletic build? Are they dark featured? What do y'all think? What is Taylor's normal type? One of the things that I found endearing is that Ashley's mom said that Tyler feels familiar to her, and that's always a huge indicator about a relationship. That's why Ashley and Tyler work so well together. Maybe they've known each other in another life, maybe on a different plane. I know some of y'all may not believe that, but their spirits are very much so familiar. Have you ever met someone and you be like, dang, it feels like I've known you my entire life? That's what they're feeling. And not only are they feeling it, it has transcended to her mother. Why can't I think of his name right now? On our live. Oh my God, what is his name? What is his name? He was on our live. It's killing me right now. He was like, you know, men can fake cry. They absolutely can. And he was talking about Tyler in general. They can fake cry and they can pull your heartstrings on that. And the fact of the matter is, he's also crying in front of his friends. You still think that's an act? Why is his name escaping me? It's my buddy. His name starts with a P. Oh my God, I don't know. I really don't have a lot that really transpired at the dress shop. Just a lot of crying and you look beautiful. But I do like, although Ashley's going to be a beautiful bride. Both of her options were gorgeous, whichever one she decides. I felt like Marissa looks beautiful, but she chose the wrong dress. And it was solidified when we saw Taylor come out in a dress that I thought that Marissa would look better in. I feel like Marissa needs a plainer dress, and then she could have like flowers or some shit like that coming out of her hair. My friend Ebony, watching this with me, I told her how her mother was like very not supportive of Marissa getting married. That she said she would cut that man's balls off if he hurt her daughter. And she said her mother comes off like she might be a little jealous of Marissa and the happiness that she's found. But also in that same breath, maybe she recognizes the heart-colored eyes, the doughiness in her eyes, the love that she sees. And she's like, I've been there, I felt that, and every time I felt it, it has been to my detriment. Maybe that's also a thing. That's it. That's all that happened on this episode, okay? I'm looking forward to the wedding episode. So the couples that are out, you've got Monica and Steven, absolutely needed to be gone. You've got Tim and Alex. I knew they were doomed. I thought that they would just be doomed and say, I'm doomed at the altar. You got Nick and Hannah, also adios, okay? They weren't gonna make it. I'm glad that somebody said no, and that somebody was Hannah, because she needed to, because she was the one with all the complaints. So now the last three couples that we have, who do you think is really gonna say yes at the altar? You've got Marissa and Ramses. Like, I really thought that they were gonna be saying yes, but the doubts that Ramses is having right now is really having me like second guess whether or not he's gonna say yes. And his doubts aren't that he loves her. His doubts are, if this doesn't work, you just want us to stick in this. Like, then you've got Tyler and Ashley. I really believe they're both gonna say yes. It's not until the reunion that we're gonna see that there's a real ass problem. Okay? And then we have Garrett and Taylor. How do you feel about Garrett and Taylor? I think that they're both all in. I think that, you know, he might have made a mistake with the whole not telling her about the ex, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like they're both all in. Y'all let me know what you think down below in the comments. I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review of Love is Blind, Season 7, Episode number 11. Listen, hit the subscribe button so that you can come back for Episode 12 and we talk about the wedding episode. If I can, I'm going to go live on Saturday. I'm going to try my best to go live on Saturday morning. I think I'm going to have time Saturday morning to go live. If not, then it'll be tomorrow, Friday morning. But I will be going live one of these mornings soon. Look for the notification that tells you that I will be live. Also, click the notification bell so that you can get the notification to tell you that I am live, that I'm scheduling the live, so that you can just have yourself waiting and ready for the live, okay? Share this video with your friends so that they can come and kiki with us and give their thoughts and opinions, even when they look different than mine, ours, yours. We welcome all of the opinions. Know that I love you in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next review.